Hello. It's been a while since I did a diorama. It's been like 2 years because I got busy with life. But now, since my friend bought me this, I'm gonna make a Civil War diorama. So let's get going.
All right, man. Moving out. Forward.
Sometimes life pulls you away from your passions, but thanks to a thoughtful birthday gift from a friend, I'm finally back to something I've always loved, and that's building dioramas. In this build, using inspiration from the scene you just saw from the movie Gods and Generals, I wanted to capture a simple but powerful moment. Union soldiers marching forward, step by step, through mud and uncertainty, with the possibility of never seeing home again. Alright, so right here, I'm just taking the pieces out of the sprue. As you can see, it's about 10 soldiers each, which is, I'm not going to use the whole thing, I'm just going to use one sprue from each of the box, so that way I'm not using the whole one, which is pretty much like 1,000 soldiers, which, now. But anyways, I'm just going to take out here, cut them up, put in pieces right here, and I'm going to prime them white and then start painting it. I'm just going to show you me painting one set of 10 soldiers, and then I'm just going to put the rest together. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm just talking as this video plays out and recording myself watching it. So as you can see, I'm just showing you the speed paints I've used. I like to use speed paints. I am not a great painter back in the day. I have been doing speed paints since forever. As you can see here, I'm comparing the size to this 3D model of a broken down church that I got a couple years ago, and I'm finally get to use it. So I'm going to put that into the scene. Right here, I am painting the 10 soldier set. That's one of them. That's just gonna be a repeat. That's why I'm just gonna show you this one. I'm using like a light Highland blue for the pants and mix it with a little bit of white, and then a darker grayish blue for the top for the Civil War. It was really tiny. This is the first time I'm painting something really small, but as you can see, still works out in the end. Alright, so my other camera died, so I switched to my other camera, as you can see the difference. In this shot here, I am painting and putting together one of the generals. All the generals in the sprues are the same, just the difference is I just cut off the sword on this one to make it look different from the other one, but I didn't record the other guy. But this is me just painting one of the generals without the sword. It's him and his horse, painting it together, and then adding it into the group. Right here is the 3D printed church that I received as a gift a couple years ago. I finally get the chance to use it, and I'm going to use it. For the base, I'm going to use cork. As you can see, I put cork and there, put some cork together on top of a canvas for the base. Here I'm just planning to set up all the soldiers and try to get an idea of how is it going to look like as they march down the road right past the broken down church. Man, that's a lot. In the final post, you're going to see that I did cut down on the soldiers because that's pretty much a big battalion, and I wasn't going to use the whole battalion. It was just for the idea of the shot. Alright, so for the base, I'll be using modding clay instead of plaster and Mod Podge because it's messy. I just moved to this new place a year ago, and I can't use it unless I go outside, and it's like 90 degrees outside. So I'm just going to use air dry modding clay to set up the terrain. Now, for the 3D printed church I got, this was very free. This has been sitting in storage for a very long time, and I thought it would be the best idea to use it and add it into the diorama. So it's just an abandoned church with I guess a busted, broke open rooftop, and I'm using the style of slap chop painting. So I'm just dry painting it with white. I primed it black, and then dry brushing it with white, and I'll be doing primary colors. As you can see, even for the cave, I put black because I was thinking of putting like a fire there, but if it's already abandoned, it's just gonna look old and destroyed. So I'm just gonna put dark colors around the cave in to make it look like it was the aftermath of a fire and it's been not taken care of ever since. This is me just painting it black and adding a wash after painting a grayish white for the walls, and then adding a light toned wash around the church to make it look more aged up. Okay, to save time for the base, instead of using plaster and Mod Podge and all the other jazz, I'm gonna use air dried molding clay just to set up the terrain and the groundwork. It took me a second to figure out how to place it up right, because it's the first time I'm using clay, and it's a lot less, not messier than using plaster all over your base. But so far, it came out pretty good and worked out pretty well. After I took the base out to dry and waited, I primed it with some green mountain-based grassland color, and I was using the AK Terrain Dark Earth for the paste. Spread it out. It matches the soil and dirt. As here, as you can see, I spread it out evenly around the whole base to create a dark earth terrain. After that, I added the church and added some grass, which is Battlefield green grass from Army Painter, which is really good, cool grass. If you ever try it, check it out. As you can see, I left a little dirt muddy road in the middle because that's where the soldiers will be marching. I added also extra battlefield grass dirt. And that's it for the foliage. I will later on add some bushes and trees. I did that off camera. After placing the grass and rock, I put some more glue around to make it stick and isopropyl alcohol to speed up the process. After all the pieces were paid, I started placing all the soldiers piece by piece in there. And like that, piece by piece, the scene comes together. And with every figure, I feel that the creative spark burning brighter again. It's been good to create a diorama again. It's been so long. I already have a second one planned out already, and I hope you guys enjoy it once I finish it. I'll be posting all the previews and all that stuff on my Instagram and TikTok. Also, follow all that stuff, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and give a like on the Instagram and all that good stuff. As you can see, I put the generals and the soldiers. Here I am putting some more foliage and bushes. I added the trees off camera, like I said before. I forgot to record that part. And after all that was done, I painted all the sides black, and the diorama was ready to go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next build or the next video. See you later.